Hello, entrepreneurs and future business owners. If you're someone who dreams of starting your own company in the near future, then this video is for you. Today, I want to share something that no one talks about. No influencer, no experts, literally no one. But trust me, it's crucial and every aspiring entrepreneur should be aware of it. So listen carefully. You've probably heard the advice that work in a startup to learn how startups work. It'll help you in building your own company in the near future. And yes, that's true. Working in a startup can teach you valuable lessons. But here's the catch. There's a side to this advice that you must understand. I'm sure you might have heard about the stats that 99% of the startups fail within the first 5 years of its operation. And 99.9% of the startups fail within the first 10 years of its operation. It's a harsh reality, but that's the truth, unfortunately. And using the same logic, it's safe to say that 99% of the startups in the entire job market around you are most likely to head towards failure sooner or later. Now here's the thing, startups don't fail overnight. Their collapse is usually the result of a set of wrong practices that has been carried for a very long time on a very fundamental level. These practices could be poor management decisions, a flawed business model, ineffective operations, mismanagement of finances, bad hiring process, or even the entire product itself. These mistakes pile up over time and eventually the company joins the 99% club of failed startups. So now when you're looking for a job in a startup company, it's very likely that you'll end up working for these 99% of the startups, which will be collapsing in the future sooner or later. It doesn't matter if you're a fresher or an experienced person, but when you're working for such a company, then instead of blindly absorbing everything the company does, you need to be very critical. Remember, you're here for the experience so that you create a better company in the future. Here, your primary focus is to start identifying companies' flaws and wrong practices. For example, are decisions being made without proper market research? Is the company struggling with poor leadership or lack of vision? Or is the company just burning cash without the clear path to profitability? Start asking questions, observe closely, and understand the gaps. It's not about learning how to run a company, rather, it's about learning how not to run a company. Try talking to your colleagues and seniors and what they actually think. Analyze the market and see how the competitors are doing and understand how the positioning of the product is. Understand the company's culture and ethics so that you identify whether it is helping or hurting the company's chances to success. So when you filter out all these bad practices, you'll build a mental checklist of mistakes that you should be avoiding when you start your own business. So if I conclude my whole advice, then it goes something like this. Working in a startup is an opportunity, but only if you approach it with the right mindset. Don't just follow the process, question them. Don't just copy what works, learn what doesn't work. By this, you'll gain the experience that truly matters, the ability to avoid the pitfalls that cause so many startups to fail. So that was a video for entrepreneurs and future business owners on how to learn things when you're working in a startup. So hope it helped you and peace out.